Why women over 40 must start an online service-based business. Listen, if you are a woman over 40, a woman that still has, you're established in your career, you've been working in corporate America for a long time, you're over the 9 to 5 grind, you've been on the fence thinking about, should I stay at my job? Should I go back to school and get a higher degree and climb the corporate ladder higher than I've ever climbed before? If you've been considering, should I go on YouTube or should I find a way to make money online? Like, what in this phase of my life should I be doing or could I be doing that's going to actually light me up and bring me joy? Something that I'm passionate about and I can still get paid. If you've been considering, pondering over any of those ideas at all, if it's even crossed your mind a little bit, this video is for you, okay? You know what? This is something that it sparked right now because I've been seeing a lot of hype on the internet about people starting YouTube channels in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, even in their 70s and beyond. I think it is so amazing. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen happen in such a short span of time, so quickly. And people are finding success in doing this. And so it just kind of hit my spirit in the moment. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to hop on here and talk to you for just a moment so that I hopefully will instill this same message into you, put my 3 cents in it, and hopefully you will find inspiration and motivation in this video. But before we get into it, and in case we hadn't met, hey there, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. If you are new to me or true to me, whether you're new to my channel or just, you're coming back or coming for the first time, thank you so much for being here and welcome. My name is Katrina Marie. I'm your new favorite coach and your biz bestie. I am a holistic business coach and an RN health and wellness educator, and I am here to resuscitate your life and your legacy. And I do that by helping you heal internally so that you can expedite your external success. And I help you to exit a corporate career that no longer serves you. And I teach you how to build an aligned and profitable online brand and business without sacrificing your soul and sanity or compromising your health and happiness. So if you are a woman, a high achieving woman, entrepreneur, over 40, a woman of color, or a woman of the LGBTQ plus community, and you are feeling squeezed between success and satisfaction, like I said at the start of this video, and you're trying to figure it out and you're not quite sure which way to go, then stick around for this video. This is definitely for you, okay? I thought of this message for you. But before I get into it, once more, I want you to be sure to click the subscribe button. I don't believe I said that, so please do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can make sure you get notified whenever I go live or drop a new video, okay? Now, I want to just say that, the first reason, and I'm going to keep this short, simple, and sweet for you, okay, so you can get back to your day. But the first reason that comes to mind is, listen, at this big old age, we want to make sure that we are doing things that satisfy us, the things that, once more, brings us joy, makes our hearts happy, right? And do the things that really, really, and truly light us up, like our spirits are full. Do you know what I mean? Our souls are satisfied. Do you know? And so that's a part of the problem, right? If you are at this in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, if you've been in the corporate arena for a very long time, girl, just like I know, that is not the place you want to be. Not now, not really. And you certainly don't want to be thinking about going back to school to pursue yet another degree. Like, we've been there, done that. All of the accolades, all of the credentials behind our name, all of the important sounding titles that, by the way, never really matched our paycheck, all of that jazz. I mean, who does that really satisfy? We just keep buying into this broken system because, as I always say, it's just familiar territory. It's what you know. It's what you've been groomed to believe is the way. And I'm telling you from experience that I know better. And I know that you can be doing so much more. So the first reason why I would recommend that you do start a business in the online space, and I say service-based because, well, for a number of reasons. First of all, those are the women that I cater to. That's specifically what I teach. I don't teach product-based business owners unless you're willing to pair or work in duality with both a product-based business and attach it to a service-based business. I'll get into that on a whole nother video. I don't want to pull myself away from the message that's on the top of my mind and within my heart. Okay. So let me just say, I know, and I'll just use myself as an example as I do most of the time, because I think oftentimes when I share my story, it really does hit home and resonate for a lot of the women who tune in to watch me. But what I can tell you for sure is, look, sometimes we don't know exactly what it is we need to do or what we want to do, right? We have some hobbies we've dabbled in and out of. We're passionate about a few things. Maybe you're multi-passionate and perhaps multi-talented, but you still don't really know how that equates to a business, right? You know you've done a lot in the corporate arena, but you don't really know how to actually package yourself up as an industry leader, as a service provider, as an expert, right, in your field, in whatever your industry is, and like dominate in that space in the online world, in business. And so you're toggling between, okay, well, I don't really know anything about the business world, but I know everything I need to know about the corporate world. And I'm just, even though I don't like the office politics and the bureaucracies and red tape and everything that corporate America comes with, even though I don't like, the micromanaging that goes on and the negative talk in the work environment, the so-called cooler talk or whatever they call it these days. And I've been out of the workforce for a little bit, but I haven't forgotten what it's like. Like whatever that negative energy is in your space, if that's the truth for you, because it's not true for everybody. Some people actually can tolerate their workplace, or they like it okay, or it's not the end of the world to be there. They're not overly excited about it anymore, but they're there. It's a paycheck, it pays the bills, it's again something that they're familiar with. But I digress. But let me just say, that's my very point right there. I actually am making my point, I'm making a deeper point right now by saying, if you are just tolerating it, or if you are just there and you're just getting by and it's just a job and it pays the bills and it's familiar, those are all the reasons, the very reasons why I'm saying to you that you should look into other options. There are so many opportunities. Like especially us Gen Xers, right? We have so much wisdom, so many lived experiences, so many both professional and personal experiences. And we've put off so much of what we really wanted to do in life because we've been shouldering the responsibility of everything and everyone else. We've been putting our loved ones first and putting ourselves and our own needs on the back burner. And we've gone through the schooling and we've worked through, all of the different variations of jobs in corporate America. And we found perhaps the dream career or the dream job or whatever it might be. But is that still the truth for you? Does that job make you feel like what I described at the beginning of this video, where I'm telling you, like, you feel such a hunger, you crave so much to be in that space of being super satisfied with whatever it is you're doing in life? And if that job, that career that you've been doing for X amount of years is not making you feel that way, then wouldn't it be at least enough for you to consider starting a business in the online world, where and I specifically like the online space because it doesn't, and I don't know if you're working virtual now or if you're commuting, but either way, it's just a different experience when you can feel like and really create a spacious calendar where you're working on your own terms at the times that you really want to work with the freedom and flexibilities that you want to work, right? And don't get me wrong. Yes, if you're working a business, then yes, you still have some demands placed on you, right? I'm not making it seem like business ownership is easy. But what I am saying is you can find delight in doing something that does bring you joy, if you're passionate about it, and if you find a niche and a demand in the market, and be able to package yourself up as an industry leader, a service provider, where there is a demand for what it is you're serving. There are people who will buy into what you're selling because you're selling them the solution to a particular problem or desire or an urgent need. in that thing you're passionate about doing, if we connect the two, your passion and your purpose to a profitable problem and position you in the space, in the online space, in the business world, to be able to show up and dominate in your space, right? And be in alignment with your passion and purpose and get paid doing something you love, it will allow you to show up confidently and dominate in your space. Do you know what I'm saying? And love every moment of it. And you'll be able to, again, have that freedom and flexibility and that power and control that you do not have completely in the corporate world. So let's just be real about that. So I just wanted to show up for you today to say, hey, listen, if you're on the fence about, this being something that you want to be a part of your life, I would say take a moment to just pause. Don't go to the next familiar thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, if you're thinking about going into another job or looking for a better career or role transitioning within the corporate arena, even though it's not really what you want to do, if you are considering going back to school, for God's sake, don't do it, girl, don't do it. We already know where that got us. And look at where you are right now. You're still not happy. So the thing is, for me, the best part of all of this, I think, is really that you would be doing something that you love, right? And you would be preserving your energy, protecting your time, freeing yourself of feeling like in that entrapped world of what corporate brings just naturally. It's a part of the programming, right? It is what it is. It comes with the territory. You're not going to feel that in your business if done right. If you work with somebody who obviously knows what they're doing and who has already paved the way and who can model what it is, the lifestyle that you want for yourself, again, if you want that real relaxed feeling, that freedom, that flexibility, if you want to feel in control of your days, if you want spaciousness in your calendar, if you want to make great money, replace your job income, you just want at this age an easier life, then I'm telling you, you don't have to stay within the corporate arena to have like this security blanket that wrap yourself into and stay in this so-called cozy corporate career that isn't really serving you to the best of its ability, like really. And so I would say that, if you even have had a moment in time, or if you've been considering it recently to start your own business, or maybe you did start it, but you have not grown it because maybe you don't know exactly how to get to this place of, growing your business. So you're kind of hovering, with the job, like you're holding space at your job, but you're also holding space over here. And then you've got your whole life in the middle of the two of those things, right? That's no way to live. So make sure that you just take a moment or two or three to just consider what it is you really want to be doing in life at this age. And if starting a business or growing your business or packaging yourself up as an industry leader so that you can create an online business for yourself and really start to learn how to build the legacy, a lasting legacy and a memorable legacy and a promising legacy that would make you feel so much joy. And that you're doing something not just great for yourself, but what you're going to also be able to do for your family, which is what a legacy is all about. So I am looking for you, the legacy leader who is just, again, so over the corporate grind, the 9-to-5 job, the traditional corporate career path that we are taught to believe is the way to success. And while it is true, I am included, we have had our share of successes, but it doesn't necessarily bring us the kind of peace and happiness, certainly not a big enough income or the kind of profits we really want to make because we're capped at a certain dollar amount. If you don't want to live in the confines of what corporate brings any longer and you're ready to cut the corporate cord, then I invite you to hop on a complimentary discovery business call with me. Discovery, what am I calling it? Business breakthrough discovery session call. It's a free, no cost call to you, where we can just kind of dive into what you're interested in doing, what you are doing, what you've done before, what you've been considering, and kind of just talk through where you are right now in the journey. I would love to have this conversation with you so that we can get this party started. Okay. I'm serious. Like, don't live another day, even like I said, if it's crossed your mind at all, there's no reason to even think about it twice. Like, this is your answer. I showed up in your feed for a reason, right? And so let's get together, let's have the conversation, let's talk through, what it is you'd really like to be doing right now, and how I can help you achieve whatever your ultimate goal is, so that you can live the life that you ultimately want to live. And again, I just wanted to quickly share my story, which I said a little while back, and I realized I never got into it because I'm just so excited about, like, to just get in front of you to share this message with you, because when messages hit me, when I get that divine download, I just go for it. I just turn on the camera, hop on here, and go for it. And this message was meant for you today. So when I started, and I'll make this really brief, when I started in this business back in 2016 is when we launched this business. I had started a YouTube channel actually previous to then, a few months right before we actually launched. And I didn't know anything about YouTube in this way, right? Like, I didn't know, it was so different back then too, quite different than what it is today. But what I did know for sure, and what is still true for me today, is that I always want to empower women to use business ownership as an economic, vehicle or as a vehicle, I should say, to change their economic status. And I know that with me being a holistic business coach, and in combination utilizing my corporate experience of 30 years in corporate America, plus my background in nursing, in case you don't know my background, and I've taken that and blended that into a holistic business. And that is what uniquely positions me to be able to help someone like you to do the same thing, to package up yourself, utilizing your experience, your educational background, your level of expertise, and everything that makes you you, everything that makes you unique. And that includes your story and your journey and your wisdom. So whatever it is that you have to share, it no longer, because you've lived it, you've experienced it. So somebody else now needs what you have. And people pay handsomely, might I add, for your knowledge, for your wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And for the information that you have in the way that only you can deliver it to them. But you just need to know how to actually create that type of business, so that you too, just like me, showing up for you, can show up for those you are called to serve. So I'm here to say to you to honor your calling, because I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in coincidence, but I do believe in perfect and divine timing and order. And so again, I showed up for you today to deliver this message because you are the one who needed to hear it. And if it has been valuable for you, do make sure that you share this video with others who need to hear it. And please do subscribe, show me some love, and drop me some comments, give me some feedback, let me know where you are in the journey. And more importantly, do yourself a favor and allow me to help you by jumping on a call with me. And you can even drop in the chat. If you don't, you can find below in the description the actual link to book the call, but you can also drop in the comments, book call or something like that, and I will get in touch with you personally. Okay. Only serious inquiries though, for sure. Okay. We can get on the call together and kind of dissect what's going on with you. And I will be more than happy to help you bring all of this together. And if we decide we're a good match, we can work together and we can discuss, all the ways in which I am prepared to support you. And I am happy to take it from there. So don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity. I am so looking forward to meeting you in person, but I'm going to tune out while you tune in. As always, and until next time, I am wholeheartedly in this journey with you. Bye for now.